Hey guys, welcome to my guide on Google My Business. So Google My Business is a free tool that can leverage your business at the top of local search results on Google. It connects with Google Maps to showcase your business when people type in relevant keywords or search terms that get typed on Google. So for example, like local restaurants near me, you'll pop up here, and these are all Google My Business listings. We call this the local 3-pack. And these are just the organic rankings below them. But as you can see, Google places a heavy emphasis on their local 3-pack and the Google Maps thing on their own search engine, right? So if you click more, these are also, all these other things are Google My Business listings. Different, this is different restaurants, different breweries, stuff like that, but these are all Google My Business listings. And you can see how it might be really useful to have one that's optimized for the 3-pack, right? Alright, so to get started with it, if you own a local business, there's already a chance that you have your company listed on Google My Business without knowing it. Some people can go and edit it or request changes. Sometimes it's there and it just has to be verified. But I'll have the link in the description where to get started. Just google.com/business. So you'll click here, and this is what it's going to pop up as, or it might look like this. Cool. So it'll probably look like this for you. So this will be your place where you're going to start your Google My Business listing. And there's all these things up here, FAQ, all that stuff if you want to learn more about it. But let's just assume that you've never used Google My Business and you own a small business and you want to get started with it. So what you'll do is click Manage Now. And you'll just type in the name of your business. Let's say, there we go. And it might pop up on the engine. So like, let's say there was that restaurant example earlier, La Prada. If it's already there and it needs to be verified by somebody, it might pop up here. But since mine is brand new, it's not going to show up here. So we're going to click it. Alright, perfect. It's going to say, just click next once you have your business name. Business category, so you want to make it as relevant as possible. It's to help people find it. So let's say, what do they have under marketing? Marketing consultant. There we go. Perfect. Add your services. You can actually choose to do this later, but let's say, PPC, SEO, content marketing, and email marketing. Alright, so these are just some services that I offer, so you can have them here. Press next. Do you want to add a location customers can visit? Since I don't actually have an office, I'm going to press no, but you guys, more than likely, you're going to want to press yes if you have a local storefront or a brick and mortar shop that people can go and visit, right? Alright, and then where do you serve your customers? It doesn't have to be, like, if you're a national company, you can just type in United States or whatever, but because I'm local, I'm going to be serving Indianapolis. And then just add your business phone number. Let's see. Alright, and then your website. And it's assumed at this point that you have your own website. And if you don't, they actually have a free website you can do, but I don't recommend doing that. Well, I've never done it before, but I don't see a lot of people use it as their main website, probably for good reason, but I would recommend using your own landing page, especially if you have your own website, especially if you have a .com or good domain, right? Alright, so we'll press continue. Alright, and now this is, it'll finish up your listing, respond to customer reviews, track business analytics, promote your business, all that good stuff. And one thing that you'll note is if you actually have you're going to want to put in your address here, And what this is going to do is it's going to mail a postcard to you. And this is just to verify that you are actually at the location that you say, just to makes it easier for them. So I think it helps them prevent fraud. But so it's gonna take, let's say, about 5 days for it to arrive. And once it is here, you'll actually be able to type in the code from the mail and then verify your Google My Business and get started. So that's basically what you're going to want to do to get started. But there's a lot of stuff to make sure your Google My Business is actually optimized as possible. So you'll see that the home screen gives you an overview of your stats, posts, reviews, all that good stuff. So you'll click on here for the navigation, and this is the home, post, info, all this good stuff. This is all you're going to want to be using to optimize your listing properly. So we can kind of do the basics here for your own thing. That's G Suite, which I don't have, so we just have my hours. So let's go ahead and add our hours. Alright, and this will be getting started now. So this has no location, so it's not going to show your location here. You're going to want to add just a couple more categories that are really relevant. You can keep one if there's nothing that's super relevant for you. Let's see, marketing. So I'm going to do internet marketing service and marketing agency. I think you want somewhere around 3 to 5 categories. So service area, Indianapolis, United States. Got our hours, special hours. You can add that if you have something, for special occasions or whatever. So now that you're at home, we have our hours. Go through this, make sure you have some stuff. So products, I don't really sell physical products, so it's not. But if you are like at a, flower shop and you sell different potted plants or whatever, then you can get started with it. Add a photo, product name, and it's a good way to showcase your products on here. So make sure your description is pretty optimized with some SEO keywords. So let's say there you go. So you have 750 characters to do a good description. Make sure you have some of your key, like digital marketing Indianapolis. If you're local, some of the services, just have some of the important keywords that you need for your business. Make sure you have a business description. If you open at a certain time, make sure you had an opening date. So let's say 2020. I actually opened this month, February, and opened February 1st. Sweet. Awesome. Store code, you don't really need this unless it applies to you, but I've never had to use that. So let's say organize business locations by adding labels. So this is like labels and stuff. This is for if you have more than one business location. If you've seen my other videos and you use Google Ads, you might want to connect your Google Ads phone number to it to help with the tracking. that's a little bit more advanced. We can go back to that later, but let's see. Okay, so we're at the home screen. So posts this is a good example of what you want to do to help your SEO on Google My Business. So this is like this is a code, February 10. They get 10% off in February for this site. You can do articles, you can do discounts, you can do promotions, you can do events. So let's try now. So kind of want to use this as like a template. You'll be able to insert a picture, you'll have the title, you have the dates it's going to run, some copy of what it is, a call to action, and a code here. And you can use this code to track if it's coming from Google My Business or somewhere else. But yeah, so you're going to want to take advantage. I would recommend doing at least one post a week of like, you can kind of, if you have a blog on your website, you might be able to use that blog to show it off on your, or use the post content to put it on your Google My Business as another stream of content, is to help the SEO of Google My Business. Yeah, so update your customer with new information, exciting promotions, and the newest ways of improving your business. So don't forget to add a high quality picture with an alt tag for SEO purposes. So moving on to info. This is kind of like the home screen where it's showing you everything, or stuff you need to do. But I like this screen a little better. It's kind of, I'm more used to it. So we've already went through it earlier. But this is kind of this is where you utilize Google My Business to full potential. Make sure you have everything properly organized. And optimize your NAP, or your name, address, and phone, and your business details, which we kind of already went over. It's important to make sure that the information on this page lines up with the information on your website. We already have our primary category that describes your business as a whole. So like I said, marketing consultant, marketing agency. That's kind of what I do. So yeah, one thing that's really important to local search SEO is make sure that even the parentheses and this little hyphen, you want to make sure those are the exact same thing that's on your website. It's pretty important. They call it NAP, name, address, and phone number. So yeah, this is the info section, and after we have all this, it should be pretty highlights. If you're woman-led or veteran-led, you can add that too. But yeah, so this is the info section. Insights is Google My Business's version of kind of like their analytics. It gives you some great information to check calls, website visits, and how customers interact with your page. However, if you're linking to your website, make sure to install Google Analytics to get a better understanding of your target demographics, which honestly I would highly recommend. It has to be verified first, so once you get that card in the mail, you'll show up, but it'll kind of give you a basic rundown of your analytics. But I'd always recommend using Google Analytics as the main source of your analytics and understanding your customer base. You can get along just fine with this, but I always like to kind of go the extra step, right? Reviews are really, really important to Google My Business and their local SEO rankings. People have become more and more reliant on the reviews to trust whether or not product or service is reliable. I know I do, especially on Amazon or Google Shopping, stuff like that. Or if I'm trying to look for a new restaurant or brewery, I'll look at the reviews first and kind of look at what people say about it. So I know I'm not alone on that. So there's ways you can actually increase your reviews. There's services you can buy, but making sure that you respond to people as quickly and politely as possible if they leave a review. B, offering to help if something wasn't going quite right. And C, just monitoring it to get the feedback and see what you can do to help your business grow and get more reviews is immensely important, because Google, they love reviews. They really do. I know Amazon does too. So Always be monitoring reviews and see if there's stuff you can reply to. Usually you'll leave a comment, like the review will be here, and you'll say like write a reply, so just make sure you're professional and kind. So messaging is it's pretty recent addition to Google My Business, but it has to be verified too, of course. But like it says, let customers message you and provide quick answers that get you business. Questions go straight to your number without revealing your number. This is great for people that want quick responses. They want to feel a personal connection to your business. Messaging is perfect for that. You can install it here on Google Play or the Apple Store. So I have the link here. Just press install and go to your phone. Photos are really, really important too. You definitely want to make sure you have these three. You want to have a logo, high quality logo, high quality cover art that's like showcasing the personality of your business, and a video to tell the story, kind of like introductory video saying who you are and what you're about. And then you have all these categories which you're going to want to do too. At work, these could be pictures of your business at work, people doing their jobs, kind of your team members, which would be good, and logo or identity is part of a logo and cover. So I'd recommend at least 5 to 10 high quality images and fill out as many of these categories as you can. Do not underestimate how important photos really are to optimized Google My Business listing. Google really does love reviews and high quality photos. I've learned that over time. So make sure, obviously, once you have your logo, put it in the logo section. I've seen other businesses where they just have their logo sitting around, but it wasn't under their logo, so it's kind of weird. Products, we've already kind of discussed it. Products is if you have physical products, you're going to want to post them, and then you'll be able to add just fill out all this stuff here, the criteria, to make sure your photos are high quality. Do that for as many products as you can if you have them. Services is kind of the same as products, but look, since that is marketing consultant, you can add the services for the different categories, and you can do the same for your other categories too. So these might be the same or a little different, which is really cool. You can keep adding more categories if you want, but make sure you get these filled out as quickly as possible. And once you have them, you can actually leave a description of what it is, free, fixed, or whatever the price. And so put a detailed description. Try to use as many characters as you can to describe what it is for each service to get as highest quality SEO as possible, and to show Google that you're really trying to improve your Google My Business listing. And website, we've already talked about it. It's an option. I would recommend, honestly, to not use it and trying to create your own website, but it is an option there. It's probably getting better over time, but I've never used it, so it's kind of hard to tell if that's something that I would recommend. So, and then users, this is if you have other people like agencies or me that you want to help manage your Google My Business listing. It'll show you here, and then you can invite new users or add one of your location groups. So say you're adding a new user, enter the email and choose a role, owner, manager, or site manager. If you want to switch ownership, do that. If you want them to be able to access everything besides adding other people, choose manager. And if you want them to do basic stuff, choose site manager. Alright, and then if you follow all these guides and if you follow my instructions, you should be on your way to having a pretty good Google My Business listing, and you should see your little your rankings on the 3-pack show up higher and higher into the search results from here. So I hope you liked my guide, and let me know if you have any questions or comments in the comments below. Thanks, guys.